Today we will discuss how to write a thesis statement for a narrative essay. First, it's important to keep in mind that a thesis statement is usually a single sentence summary of the purpose of your paper that ends the introduction paragraph. For this kind of assignment, the purpose will usually be to present a main moral or theme of your narrative. This theme for your narrative will usually directly answer the assignment prompt you are given. Let's apply this concept to an example prompt. Let's say we had to answer the following. Write about a time you learned an important life lesson. Our first step to write this thesis is to identify the information that the assignment prompt is asking us to provide. Based on the prompt, we are being asked to answer two questions. What is an important life lesson you learned? And what events happened for you to learn that life lesson? By answering these questions in a short thesis statement, we can ensure that the reader understands the purpose of our narrative before we begin going into greater detail. Our second step is to answer these questions. For my answers to these questions, I will say an important life lesson I learned was that I needed to prioritize my health and a work-life balance. I learned this lesson when I got sick after focusing too much on studying during my last semester of college. Our last step is to combine these answers into a clear thesis statement. If we do this, we get, after my last semester of college, I learned to prioritize my health and work-life balance. Now, how does this thesis work to answer the question? It first establishes the setting of the narrative. It then answers what life lesson was learned. And lastly, it leaves some room for the narrative to provide the core details. Notice how, from the answers we had previously, I chose to keep out how I got sick from studying too much. I'll leave that information for me to discuss in greater detail in the body paragraphs of my paper. Overall, the main takeaways from this should be that whether it is a narrative or traditional thesis statement, its function is still to present the paper's focus. And that a narrative thesis statement presents the answer to the prompt as well as the setting. If this was helpful, feel free to check out our other videos on thesis statements. And also, we ask that you please like, comment, and subscribe to this video help so we can bring more of this kind of content to you. Thank you.